Talk to any farmer and you'll learn there's more to raising crops than just planting and harvesting. There's a lot of science that goes into being a profitable crop farmer. You plant at the right time, at the perfect depth, and the right number of seeds per acre. You fertilize your field to make sure the crops have enough nutrients to grow the most food possible. You do your best to control the weeds, which compete for the crop's nutrients and water, and you check for insects that harm your plants. You worry about whether the rain will come when it is needed or if you should spend the money to irrigate instead. Finally, fall comes and you're ready to harvest and you know that you've made it through another year. But there's no rest for the farmer. Many times before harvest ever begins, a farmer is already thinking about next year. How much fertilizer will I need? What variety of corn will I plant? What weeds are going to be a problem, and what can I do to manage them? But one thing not enough people are thinking about is soil. Soil is everywhere, both outside and brought inside on the puppy's feet, and because it's everywhere, it is easy to forget. However, without soil, we can't grow crops. Farmers know that soil is a critical part of farming, and ensuring that soil can continue growing crops for many years is at the forefront of every farmer's mind, sometimes without even realizing it. When you hear about programs focused on soil health, you might wonder, what in the world are they talking about? Dirt isn't alive. Well, it's true that the soil itself isn't living, but soil includes not only the soil particles, but also water, air, and all of the organic matter and living organisms within the soil. It's a whole other world down there. And it's that ecosystem that people are referring to when talking about soil health. All of these living organisms contribute to growing a bumper crop. Worms and burrowing insects break down the organic matter, crop residues like leaves and stems, into smaller pieces and incorporate it into the soil. Their burrows also act as channels for water to flow into the soil rather than running off into the ditch. Bacteria and fungi help to pull apart organic materials at the molecular level to separate out the nutrients in the crop residue and then transform them into forms that are available for future crops to use. Thus, the soil ecosystem's health determines how much water and nutrients the soil can hold and how many crops it can produce. So, when farmers study soil health, they're looking for ways to help the organisms in the soil flourish and make their crops grow better for many years to come.